right, here we are with the semifinal recap and the finals preview. Today, I'm joined with Bill Rudick. Bill, thanks for coming on and doing a little bit of talk a little wrestling here as we get ready to, for the finals. This whole season comes down to one more session here at Hershey, and like everyone, I'm excited to see what happens. Let's talk a little bit what we saw in the semis. What did you see at 106?
Started out with a couple of good, exciting matches. The Vandy Repos match. Repos comes out and gets an escape to tie it up late, and then we get a takedown on a Jonesy to clinch the victory. It was a nice way to start the night.
Yeah, and then on the other side we have Kilcarry beating Kasich from Bethlehem Catholic in a match that was back and forth. Even Kasich got that reversal with about 10 seconds to go, and I just watched Kilcarry walk back to the center circle on the restart, and he looked unfazed by it. And all he did was then roll through and reverse him and get. I think he got a few back there to win 14-10 at the end, and pull a huge upset. And something that a lot of people probably don't know, Kilcarry's not like a true 6-pounder. He's not even. I'm sure he's not cutting any weight to get there. And he's just a fierce competitor. I really enjoyed watching him wrestle. First time really get to see him wrestle when we got this way, other than here and there in some of those bigger tournaments. But we have Kilcarry and Van D. I think coming off that semifinal win, that big semifinal win, I'm rolling with Kilcarry to win it today.
Yeah, the fact that he was so unfazed with 10 seconds to go and down. I mean, he had already come back. That could be really disheartening when you come back with a reversal and back points and then lose it that close to the end. He just came back unfazed. Yep. Did what he needed to do to win, and yeah, I like him to keep rolling.
Yeah, so at 113 pounds, we have Aiden Lewis in the finals with first name right down Berging from Hempfield area. We first look at the semifinals. Lewis with that, I wouldn't say convincing wins, but he kind of handled, I believe it was Frenzy from Bethlehem Catholic.
Definitely.
Yeah. It was a 5-3 win, but he never seemed out of sorts or out of control, and seemed to pick his points and score where he could.
Absolutely perfect representation of that. And that was actually both matches in semis. Neither was either high scoring or any late dramatics or anything like that. Both workmanlike wins.
Yep. I personally think Berging's going to win the final, but it's just my 2 cents. I was pretty far off on some of my picks in the semis. If you watched the video from that, I was posted this morning. But we'll move on to 120 pounds. We have Dylan Chappell from Seneca Valley and Will Betancourt from Manheim Central, correct? Or Township? Manheim Central. Yes, and both had impressive wins in the semifinals. Chappell beating Lucier from Coatesville, and Betancourt beating Smith from Nazareth. In a late probably under 5 or under 7 seconds to go with a reversal to win that match.
Chappell was only 3-0.
Yeah.
But Lucier was never really close to scoring in that match.
He kept him at bay.
He was in control, solid control.
It was convincing 3-0.
On the other side, crazy scramble after crazy scramble, and I'm not sure there's a whole lot of people in this tournament that scramble as well as Betancourt did, and that paid off up into his winning points at the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I think, and not much of an upset pick, I'm gonna say Chappell wins, because if he's able to stay out of those scrambles, which he's good at, staying in good position, and if he doesn't let Betancourt get into those scramble situations where he thrives, it's gonna be Chappell's gonna come home with the gold tonight.
Chappell's a safe pick. I'll go with Betancourt in the upset.
All right. Agree to disagree on that one. 126 pounds. I was right on Phipps getting there. I was wrong. I thought Lucerne was going to beat upstart freshman Rocco Welsh from Waynesburg Central. Welsh looks like a seasoned vet for being just a freshman.
No doubt.
Super impressed. Again, first time live seeing him wrestle. And Lucerne's tough as it comes. He's a 3-time semifinalist here at the state tournament. So I figured this was the time that he punched through. He didn't. In a rematch going back to last week from the Southwest Regional Tournament, I'm going Phipps.
Yeah, we got to stick with Phipps there. As impressive as Walsh was, we still got to go with Phipps there.
Yeah. So 132 in a mild upset. Noonan winning in the one semifinal with Kenny Herman from Bethlehem Catholic, who's been here before. Bethlehem Catholic. Fun fact: Noonan, first time ever medaling at states, and he's going for gold. But I mean, that's crazy.
That's crazy, and it's a great story.
It is. Not as good as your story with the Jet, but that's for another time, another place, I guess. But I'm gonna Noonan coming off the big win in the semis. I'm going Noonan again. to win. He beat a state champion on the way
returning champ.
Returned two-time champ in AHR to get here. I'm saying, hey, why not? Like, let's just keep that train rolling.
Just shows you how hard it is to be a four-timer.
Yes.
In Pennsylvania.
And just to back up, 26 is an All-District 7 final, 32 is an All-District 11 final, and we go to 38, which is another All-District 7 final. Match I'm really excited to see is rematch from last week, Hillgas and Wyatt Henson from Waynesburg. So Waynesburg with a second finalist here, senior and a junior. Call me saying safe. I'm played safe. I'm saying Hillgas gets wins this rematch here.
It's hard to pick against Hillgas, especially after you watching how composed he was, and
he was
just absolutely
real
tearing up his semifinal.
In that tech fall in the semifinals, he was on a mission. Henson had a little bit more trouble, like a 3-1 win in his semifinal match, but Hillgas was definitely another level in that round, and I'm going to say that he's going to be ready and cap his high school career with another state championship. We're going 145 pounds in an All-District 11 final, rematch from last week's Northeast region. We got Jagger Condomini and Keegan Handovic from Bethlehem Catholic, Northampton Bethlehem Catholic matchup. Kondo won it last time. Handlovic, is coming off, that loss. He's going to want to cap his senior season and his high school career with the state title. But I'm going Condomini again. He was came out super composed. He made quick work of the semifinal match, that first period pin.
Absolutely.
I'm going to stick with him.
And he did it with a headlock, and we all know that those are not supposed to work at this level.
Yeah.
Clearly, when they're done right, it's a deadly move.
Yes, correct. 52 and one of the more anticipated matchups here in the finals. We got returning state champ Ed Scott from DuBois and returning runner-up Cam Robinson from Council Rock North. This match is going to be fun because Scott's a pinner. I think he won 11-1 in the semis. Cam Robinson came out, chucked
39 seconds.
39 second pin,
seconds.
And two guys can score a lot of points, but it's also, I like Robinson's style to be able to stay in good position and thwart the attempts by Scott. I'm going Robinson.
It's a really strange body type matchup too, with the long and lanky Robinson and how funky he can be. Scott's looking tough, defending champ. I don't know though. I still think the length and the funkiness of Robinson's going to be problems for Scott.
Agreed. So we move on to 160. We got Clayton Ulrey and from Lower Dauphin, and Nichter's first name escapes me, from Luke Nichter from Chambersburg in the finals. I'm sure these two have wrestled before, probably in the South Central regional final last week. I don't have it in my notes here. I'm going Ulrey to win. Again, he's just... I think he's a more complete wrestler. Neither was very impressive in the semis. Neither did anything that really stood out. They both had to grind out tough wins. But I'm going to go Ulrey based on a better haircut.
Luke had a very methodical, workmanlike win to win his semifinal. He has been in the finals before as a sophomore. Last year he did not make it up when he was up a weight at 170. But I like him to come back, and I like him to get to the top of the podium. Gotcha.
170, crazy weight class. Talked about in the preview, five guys ranked in the top 20 in the country.
And all five could have won it.
Depending on how, yeah, exactly.
Throw it in a hopper and whatever
exactly,
comes out.
Pick a name out. So when the dust settled in the finals, we have Max Stout, a sophomore from Mount Lebanon. I believe he's 30 or 41-2 at this point. He's 39-2 coming into the tournament. And Lenny Pinto from Stroudsburg, a senior. Although I didn't have Stout winning in beating Trey Kibe, he did. But I think that's where it stops. I'm going to go Pinto. I'm going to go with the senior to cap his career off and give Stroudsburg a second champ, in my opinion. What are your thoughts?
I really like the way Pinto took control of his semifinals. That match was tight as tight could be through a period and a half, and Pinto just kept at it, and came out with an 8-2 win. I like him to keep going in the finals.
182 pounds, 9 house. That's all I got.
Not much else to say. I mean, Who gets a double bar in state semifinals?
And he's just on a different level. I mentioned earlier, it's his weight class to lose.
Absolutely.
So, 95, another fun match. The other Stout brother, Mike did some research for us. This is the first brother tandem in the States finals since the Hidleys did it. And before that, the Hoffmans did it from Montoursville, I believe, right?
Both were in
AA.
2016.
Yes, in AA. So, Luke Stout here, the senior, I think he caps off his senior season undefeated with a state title for Mount Lebanon. And, he was really impressive in that semifinal over Ryan Kaka from Sun Valley. He just imposed his will. What do you think?
Yeah, I can't disagree with you.
Yeah. So we move on to 220, another anticipated match. Top two guys in the state, Dorian Crosby and Nate Sean from Crosby from Erie Cathedral Prep, Nate Sean from Selinsgrove.
Another rematch from last week, which Crosby won.
Yes, in Northwest Regional. I'm going with Sean on the rematch to win it.
Sean was very impressive in his semi too. That another match that was close for a while.
Yep.
And then Sean just turned it on and came up with a 13-5 win. I like him to reverse the result of last week and get another state title.
All right, so I'll default to you here on heavyweight. What do you got?
Hunter Kaka.
Likewise, again, I mentioned before, taking a page out of the Jets book, Kapka. It's one of those weight classes where he looks so good in the semifinals.
He's just on
most
a different level.
Heavyweights don't wrestle that way in most cases, and he's hitting low singles, and he's just that much better. So no disrespect to anyone else. So Bill, any other closing parting shots before the finals?
Great round of semifinals here, and it's going to be another good one tonight.
Great, thanks as always, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.
Have a good one.